Hey guys, it's my review of The Man in the Wilderness, the 1971 Western starring Richard Harris and John Huston. Richard Harris plays Zachary Bass, and John Huston plays Captain Henry. And it tells the story of Hugh Glass, the real life mountain man who went on this fur hunting expedition with Captain Henry and his men. And the story, it's the part of their expedition about him getting attacked by a bear and going on a vengeance-fueled quest to hunt them down and kill them. That is a legend that was printed in a adventure journal later on. Hugh Glass didn't even come up with it. It's a secondary source, so it's probably made up. But it makes for a pretty interesting story. And yes, this is the same story that was made into a movie with The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio in 2015. And I have seen both these movies. But if you ask me which one is better, I'd probably say this one. It goes by at a quicker pace, not some bloated 2.5 hour runtime with a preachy environmentalist message, and it's a bit more accurate, even though the names are changed. This one is set during the summer when the expedition occurred instead of in the winter, like in The Revenant, and this one, it has a different ending than the previous. It has a clearer message of forgiveness over revenge. Spoilers. If you haven't seen either of them, sorry, I spoiled the endings for them, but um, this movie is shorter. Like I said, it's an hour and 44 minutes, but it does have a slow pace at times. But I do like the cinematography and the performances of the two leads. John Huston is great, he's good as Captain Henry. Richard Harris is good as Zachary Bass, who's based on Hugh Glass, and he doesn't really say much. He only has like 9 lines of dialogue, and we do learn a little more about the character through flashbacks of his early life. So it doesn't just focus on the revenge trail. I mean, I do like when they do have the parts focusing him on crawling after them for revenge. He does like use his knowledge of the outdoors and the wilderness to find ways to like cure his wounds and help himself and survive out there on his own. Great, very smart guy. And the action scene at the end with the Indians I thought was cool, especially like because the company they have this big boat they're carrying with them because they want to go to the Missouri River and sell south to trade their furs there. The they have this big houseboat looking its own wheels that they're taking with them. So when they attack, they use a boat like a fort. So it's like a sea battle on land, which I thought was pretty funny. And if you haven't seen this movie, I recommend it. I give it a thumbs up. All right, that's it for now. Thank you and God bless. Bye.